on play action. Now McCarthy.
Throw left side complete. That's Ramirez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Jets at 7 and 8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the ground with Hall.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now McCarthy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Oh, nice move. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
First down, Ravens.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he works free. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So after the fourth down conversion, now first and 10 inside the 25. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Hall ought to give up
up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You are X. You are X. You out here.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Walker.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Irv Smith Jr., a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh 7 downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Jackson will throw again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Fourth and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again is Jackson.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Jackson, options out left. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Flowers. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second down and 8.
This time Jackson will throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Ravens first down.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Jackson. On the RPO, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hey, Alpha, it's a lot. What? That's a lot. That's it. Middle. Cut.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, look at the juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, middle.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going deep for Walker. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Ravens had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And the Jets will take over
at their own 45-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now McCarthy. He gets it underneath to Hall.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
84 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Ravens.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and a yard. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Arian Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Off the option, here's Henry.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He finds Wilson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Here's McCarthy.
This is Smith with the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Byron Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a fourth down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jets, first down.
On play action, McCarthy.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Mike Green just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Jason Sanders.
Now after